In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can create your very own dropshipping website using WordPress. The website we're going to be creating looks just like this. It's running WooCommerce and the free storefront theme to give it its look and feel. It's also using a really cool premium plugin that enables us to very easily import products straight from Aliexpress, add our own margin so that we make some profit, and add them to our website. It's also got some great functionality when it comes to fulfilling orders. So when you get an order on your website, with a click of a button, you can place that order over at AliExpress without having to fill in too many forms or any of that stuff. Now I'm going to be taking you through the entire process from start to finish in a step-by-step fashion. You're going to be looking over my shoulder while I build that website. So if you've never built a website before, don't worry, I'm here for you. I'm going to hold your hand and we're going to be fine. And it's going to be fun. So let's get started. Hello, it's Alex here from WP Eagle. I hope you're all well. So in this quite long video, we're going to be creating our very own dropshipping website. Now, if you're familiar with Shopify and the Oberlo plugin, well, maybe you are, maybe you aren't. If you're not, basically Shopify has been the platform that a lot of dropshippers have been using, and Oberlo allows you to import products and fulfill orders, pretty much the same as what I'm going to be showing you today. Now, the advantages of using WordPress over Shopify is that you have access to way more plugins and themes. So if you want to add extra functionality or change the look and feel, there's lots of choice out there. WordPress also keeps the ongoing costs to a minimum. With Shopify, you have to pay every month, and for plugins and other things, you also have to pay for them, generally on a month-by-month basis. With WordPress, the only cost you're going to have is for the premium plugin and for your website hosting, which I'm going to try and keep to a minimum today. I've got a great voucher code on the hosting, so we're going to try and keep costs as small as we possibly can. Now, if you're new to dropshipping, I should probably explain how dropshipping works. Basically, with dropshipping, you go over to a site like AliExpress, where you can see loads and loads of products, and you're able to buy them directly from the manufacturers or from the wholesalers. Generally, they're from China or places like that, and it allows you to get these products at a really good price. By becoming a dropshipper, you promote these products on your own website, which is an e-commerce website. You take orders and you take payments. You do, of course, add a margin to the products so that you make some profit. And then when you get an order on your website and you've collected the money, you then place an order for the product over at AliExpress, and you get the manufacturer to ship it straight from China or wherever, straight to your customer. So you don't actually have to handle any products or hold any inventory or any of that kind of stuff. All you've got to do is sell the products, and once you've done that, you've then got to order the product and get it shipped to your customer. Now, in this video, I'm just going to be showing you how to actually create the website. I'm not going to be going into how to get traffic or how to choose products or how to choose a niche or any of that kind of stuff. There's tons of good videos on YouTube, not on my channel, but on other channels, all around dropshipping and choosing products and all that kind of stuff. So be sure to check them out. I am going to be adding some more videos as we go forward around optimizing the site and promoting it and getting traffic and maybe adding some extra features, that kind of thing. So be sure to subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, you'll find a button down there somewhere. Give it a click and click on the bell and you'll be notified then when I do upload those videos. So before we get started, let me just take you through the costs. I think we need to be clear in terms of how much you are going to need to spend today. There's three things you're going to need: a domain name, some hosting, and the AliDrophship premium plugin. So let's just go through what those costs are. The first is a domain name, and if you've already got one, that's great. If you haven't, I'm going to be showing you how to register one in a few moments. But generally, the cost for a domain name is around $15 a year. I'll put the prices up there so you can see them. The next thing you're going to need is some website hosting. Now, hosting is basically where your website lives. You hire a little bit of a server from a company and they keep your website online. I'm going to secure a great deal for you guys with HostGator. I've got a voucher code which I'm going to give you in a few moments. And with that, you're looking at around $100 for the entire year. So that's less than $10 a month. There are other plans available, so if you want to just go for a rolling kind of 1 month package, that's fine. That will cost a little bit more. But if you go for a 12-month package, you're looking at around $100 for your hosting. And then finally, we need that plugin, which does all the cool stuff in terms of bringing products into our site and allowing us to fulfill our orders really easily. And the cost for that plugin is just a one-off fee of $89. So there's your costs. They're up there somewhere. I'll put a total. That's a total for the year. So not a huge investment. And keep in mind that all good businesses need a small investment to get them up and running. And I say I've tried to keep that as low as possible. Well, I think that's enough introduction. I think we're about ready to get on the computer and get started. If you get stuck at any point, then do leave a comment below, leave a question, and I'll do my best to try and help you out. I also run live streams, and they're generally every Wednesday at 8 o'clock UK time. So be sure to check them out, and I'm happy to answer questions on there and that kind of thing. We have a good chat about internet marketing and websites and all that kind of thing. So it'd be good to see you, especially if you're new to the channel. But anyway, that's enough looking at my face. Let's get on the computer. Let's get this website set up. So first thing we need to do is set up our hosting and configure our domain name. Domain name is a .com or a .co.uk, .net, whatever. There's loads of dot extensions nowadays. The company I'm going to be recommending for our hosting is HostGator. I'll put a link up on the screen now, and I'll also put a link in the description. It is an affiliate link, so if you use it, thank you very much. I will get a small commission. But you don't have to use it. I've also got a discount voucher that I will be sharing with you in a moment, which will get you a good discount on the already excellent prices. And that's one of the reasons why I go for HostGator. They are really good value for money. You get an excellent service, and it doesn't cost very much. So if you just scroll down, I'll just show you a few of the other things that I like about HostGator. They give you 24/7 365 support, which you can access via telephone, live chat, or email. They've always helped me out very quickly and easily whenever I've had a problem. Not that I've had that many problems, but whenever I have had one, they've helped me out really quickly, and it's not been any hassle. They do offer a 45-day money-back guarantee, so if you've got any problems or you change your mind or whatever, you can just cancel it, get your money back, walk away, no problems. They also promise a 99.9% uptime, which is obviously a good thing because you want your website to be available, all of the time. And they've also won some awards. So let's get signed up and get our hosting up and running. Now I'm going to go for web hosting. And although we are going to be installing WordPress, we don't need the WordPress hosting. The web hosting is just fine, does everything we need, and it's slightly better value for money. So now we have a choice of package. Now I'm going to go for the business package, and the reason for that is I want to use the SSL. Because we're running a dropshipping site, it's going to have a checkout, and to give our customers a bit more confidence in ordering with us, it's good to have that green padlock and make it all nice and secure. So I'm going to be going for the business package today. Now, I have just recently put up another video where you can get an SSL certificate for free by using a service like Cloudflare. So if you are really short of money, then you might be able to get away with the Hatchling plan and then add the SSL later using Cloudflare. So be sure to check out that video. I'll put a link in the description so you can find it. But if you want an easy life and you want it all in one place and all that kind of stuff, then go for the business, which is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to click buy now. And we're on the order form. The first question is around our domain name. Now, if you've already got a domain name, that's fine. I'm going to show you how to set that up and repoint that. If you don't have a domain name, then now is your chance to register one. Just simply start typing the domain name in here, my new domain name for dropshipping, and then choose whether you want a .com, .online, .site, .store, .website, whatever you like. I'll just go for .com. I'm old school like that. I prefer a .com if at all possible. Then it'll do a little search and it'll tell you what domain names are available, and you can just tick the ones that you'd like. Now, I've already got a domain registered. It's registered over at GoDaddy. So I'm going to go to I already own this domain. I'm going to start typing the domain in, which is hotcarproducts.com. So if you've got a domain over at GoDaddy or Namecheap or Namester or any of those domain registrars, you want to go for the I already own this domain part. And then it does suggest some other domains which are available if you want them. Just tick the boxes. So let's scroll down. The next is the package and the billing cycle and all that kind of stuff. I've already chosen the business package and say I want that one because I want the SSL certificate, and it offers a couple of other benefits over the other packages. The next question is around the billing cycle. Now you will get a much better deal if you can go for a longer period. So 12 months the price goes down quite considerably, 24 months, 36 months it goes down further. I'd say go for 12 months if you can afford it. I'm going to give you a voucher, as I say, that will give you a better discount than the 47.2%. You'll get a little bit more off with my code. So if you can afford it, go for 12 months. If you can't, then yeah, go for the 1 month rolling. My discount voucher will give you the first month for a penny, which is pretty good. But generally, websites and businesses take a little longer than a month to really start working properly and getting traffic and making money. So I think you need to commit to at least 12 months if you possibly can, which is what I'm going to go for. In here, you'd enter a username and your security pin. I'm not going to complete the whole form right now. That'd be a bit boring, you watching me fill in a form. I'll do it in a few moments. Next section is the billing info, standard sort of stuff, your email, name, address, and your payment information over here, whether you want to pay with credit card or PayPal. Section 4 is additional services, and we don't need any of these, so just make sure that you untick them. That'll bring the price down. I've got some videos on the channel which I will put in the description again, which will show you how to protect your site from hackers and speed up your site and back up your work and all this kind of stuff that they're trying to sell you here. You can do it without that for free. Now, section 5 is very important. It's the coupon code. Now, there may already be a coupon code in the box, but my coupon will give you a better discount than what's already shown. So at the moment, I'm getting a discount here of $96. I put my code in, and my code is Eagle30, Eagle30. Click validate. You see that the discount has increased further, which is all good. Now this coupon is an affiliate coupon, so if you use it, I will earn a small commission. Thank you very much if you do. I really do appreciate it. Really helps me out and allows me to carry on making videos like this. And that's it. We're pretty much done. We just need to tick the box that says we have read and agreed to the terms of service, cancellation policy and privacy policy, which of course I have read through thoroughly, and I'm sure you will do the same. Then you just click checkout now. So let me go through this form and fill it in for myself and get my hosting account set up, and then we'll crack on getting this website ready. Okay, I've ordered my hosting, all went through fine, didn't take too long. I've now received this email. Hopefully you've received one that's very similar to it. It includes all the information you need to use your new hosting account with HostGator. It's got a login for the billing system and a login for your control panel and some information around the name servers and your server IP. So lots of important information. Make sure you keep the email safe. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to repoint my domain name, which as I said is over at GoDaddy. So if you've already got a domain name, you will need to do this step. Don't worry if you're not with GoDaddy. You should be able to figure it out, hopefully, with whatever domain name registrar you're using. If you've just registered a new domain name with HostGator, then you can skip this step, but you might need to wait a few hours just for your new domain to be registered and set up and working. You'll know it's working when you visit it in your web browser and you see the HostGator page. So just give that a couple of hours. It may be quicker, it may be longer. You won't need to do this step, as I've said. So what I'll do is I'll put a time up on the screen now. If you skip the video forward to that time, you're ready to carry on and install WordPress. And we'll see you in a second. For those of you that do have a domain name, let's get going and let's repoint it. So I'm going to head over to GoDaddy. Not God. GoDaddy, there we go. And then I'm going to go to manage domains. I'm already logged in. So if you're registered with someone else, the setting you're looking for is the DNS settings or the DNS servers or the name servers. So look for that setting. That's what you want to change. I'm going to find the domain that we're doing today, which is Hot Car Products even. I've got quite a few domains in there, as you can see. I'm then going to click Manage DNS. And then I'm going to scroll down and find the bit that's got name servers in it, which is here. I'm going to click change. I'm going to switch that to custom. And it gives me two boxes. What I'm going to do is go back to the email. I'm going to copy and paste. So I'm just adding that to my clipboard by pressing Command C on my keyboard, or Control C if it was a PC. And just pasted it in with a Control V or a Command V on a Mac. And then get the second one, paste that in, click save, we're all done. So now that domain is pointing at HostGator. Now the update is going to take a few moments to process. So I'll know it's working when I visit the domain name and I see the HostGator screen. And then I'm ready to start installing WordPress and cracking on getting the website up and running. So I'm going to do another quick edit while I wait for that to work. Then we'll carry on. Here we go then. It didn't take too long, only about half an hour or so for the change to take effect. And now when I visit my domain name, I can see this HostGator page. So that means that the hosting is set up, that's working, and the domain name is up and working as well and pointing at the right place. So we're now ready to install WordPress. And then from there we can then start configuring our website and get everything up and running. So the first thing we need to do is log into our HostGator control panel. So I'm going to go back to the email, and we've got this link here which takes us to our control panel. So I'm going to give that a click, and then I need to put the username and password in. So if I go back, the username is there. Actually, I think it's already populated it. It has. I did a sneaky little test earlier. And here's the password. So I'm just going to copy that into clipboard and paste it in here. Get the browser to save your password if you like. Okay, so here is our control panel. Do everything we want in here to do with our web hosting. I'm going to close this little message at the top. We don't need that. Now, it might look quite overwhelming. There's quite a lot of buttons and stuff in here to play around with. But don't worry, we're not going to be using hardly any of it. The one thing you might want to check out in the future is this email accounts area, where you can create emails, email accounts that you can use on your domain and that kind of thing. But I won't be going through that today in this video. What we're going to be doing is installing WordPress. And there's this link here, build a new WordPress site. So let's give that a click. Then we just got a very simple wizard that we need to get through. So we need to select the domain. We'll probably only have the one in there. We're going to leave the directory blank. And then we're going to click next. I'm going to give it a name. I think that's a good name. I'm going to create an admin user. So this is the username that we're going to use to log into WordPress. It's different to your HostGator usernames. Let's go with WP Eagle. First name WP, last name Eagle. And then we need to put an email address in here. And it's important that you get this email address correct, because it's the email address that the site is going to use to send you important information. So yeah, make sure you put a good email address in there. We want to keep that ticked, the automatically create a new database. And then we need to just tick the terms of service agreement too. And then we're done. Let's click install. That's going to take a few moments. And then we're all done. So it's generated a password. I'm going to copy that to my clipboard. I'll show you how to change it in a second to something that you might be able to remember a little bit easier. And then let's click login. So this is going to take us over to our website and the login screen. So you see we're over at my domain name now, at the login screen. And the username was WP Eagle. The password is in my clipboard. I'm going to paste that in, click login. And then we're in. Again, you can get the browser to save your password if you like. So the first thing I'm going to do actually is change that password to something I can remember. So to do that, I'm going to go up to the top right here, hover over my name, go to edit my profile. I'm going to scroll down, click generate password, and then I'm actually going to enter my own, something I can remember. It thinks it's a weak password, but it's not too bad. I'm going to tick that box and then click Update Profile. So this is our WordPress dashboard. This is where we can do anything we need to do with regards to setting up the site. It's how we add content. It's how we configure the design. Basically, everything is in here. If I click up here and go visit site, we can have a look at what the site looks like. It's brought up the HostGator page, but if I do a refresh, I think that's just my browser cache. So if I do a refresh, we can see that we've got what looks like a bit of a website. And this is the default WordPress install running the default theme. So that's all up and running and working perfectly. Going forward, if you need to log into your site, you simply come up here and it's /wp-admin. And that brings you back in here, and if you're not logged in, you'll need to log in. So that's WordPress installed. What I'm going to do next is I'm just going to tidy up some of this stuff, because the install from HostGator tends to install a few plugins and bits and bobs that we're not going to be needing. So I'm going to clean all them out. And then what we'll do is start installing the plugins that we do need. So that'll be WooCommerce, which is our e-commerce plugin, and also our dropshipping plugin too. Okay, so let's tidy up this area. There's a lot of banners and things that are making the place look untidy. And close that one up the top first. Next one says, please configure your Google Analytics settings. What we'll do is we'll do that towards the end of the video. Google Analytics allows you to track how many people have come to your website, where they come from, how many pages they look at, all sorts of data. It's really useful for measuring how well your site is performing. It says we're currently displaying a coming soon page. Once you're ready to launch your site, click here. That's fine. And then there's some WP forms. Let's close that. And we can close that as well. So I'm going to go into plugins and I'm going to remove a few that we don't need. So we'll leave Google Analytics. We'll leave Akismet. You might want to turn that on in the future. It's good for preventing spam. Blog spam, so if you start getting lots of blog spam, you'll want that. We can delete Hello Dolly, that's just a bit of fun. Jetpack I don't need, so I'm going to deactivate that. Once I've deactivated it, I can delete it. So plugin, if you're not aware, is an extra bit of software that you plug in, as the name suggests, into WordPress, and it gives you extra functionality and extra features. And there's a huge amount of free plugins, and there's also a load of premium plugins. So pretty much anything you want to do with your website, you better do it with a plugin. So I'm going to just deactivate Mojo Marketplace 2 and then delete. I'm going to deactivate Opt-in Monster as well and delete. And I'm going to deactivate WP Forms Lite, and it's asking me some questions. I'm just going to press other and submit and deactivate and then delete. So that's looking a lot tidier now. There we go. So we're now ready to start making this WordPress install, turn it into a dropshipping website. So the first plugin we're going to need is WooCommerce. Now WooCommerce is a free e-commerce platform for WordPress. On its own, it allows you to kind of sell products, normal products, rather than kind of dropship products. And it's got a checkout, and it's got lots of different payment gateways, so you can use PayPal and all sorts of different ones depending on what your requirements are. So we're going to install WooCommerce, and then on top of that we'll install our dropship plugin, which is what we'll do next. So let's install WooCommerce. So to do that, I'm going to go to plugins and add new. Do a search. So I'm going to type in WooCommerce. There we go, it's the first one that comes up. I'm going to click install now. So it's in here where you can add different plugins. You can see it's pretty straightforward. Just search in that box and it will show you which plugins are available. Then you press the button. So that's installed. Let's click activate. Okay, so now we've got to answer a few questions to get our store set up. So the first thing is, where is your store based? and you need to put an address in here as well. Type in address. Okay, put my address in. Choose your currency that you're going to be using, whether it be pounds or dollars or whatever. And you decide what type of products you plan to sell. We're going to just be doing physical. And you can decide whether you're going to send them some diagnostic information. Let's click Let's Go. So here we can decide what sort of payment methods we're going to be using. You can use Stripe to accept credit and debit cards. If you tick that box, it will set up the Stripe account for you. I'm not going to use Stripe today. I may add it later, but for now I'm just going to be using PayPal. So I'm going to tick PayPal. And then the final option is offline payments, so you can decide whether you want to do check payments or whatever. It's unlikely you're going to use them. So I'm just going to stick with PayPal for now. Let's click Continue. Now here we've got our shipping methods. I'm going to leave this for now. I'm probably going to come back to it once we've started importing products and I've got an idea on the shipping costs from AliExpress and that kind of thing. So we'll come back and set up some shipping stuff later. So I'm just going to click Continue. It wants a cost. Let's just put 10. And that one 10. So we'll set that up later. The next is a recommended extras. We're going to install the storefront theme. That's a free theme that gives us the look and feel of our site. It works well with WooCommerce, and I say it's free. So let's go for that. So I'm going to leave that ticked. It says we should connect our store to Jetpack to enable extra features. I'm not going to do that right now, so I'm going to go down the bottom, skip this step. It says we're now ready to start selling, which is great. So let's just go down the bottom and go return to the dashboard. If we go back and have a look at the site now, we can see that it's changed. That's because we've installed the new theme, and yeah, it's now ready to start being configured, and we can add a logo, that kind of stuff, and start bringing in some products from AliExpress. So the next step is to install our AliExpress dropshipping plugin. So the plugin we're going to be using is this one. It's called AliDrophship. And one of the reasons that I chose this plugin is because unlike some of the others that are available for WordPress, this one just has a one-off fee. A lot of the others kind of have a monthly subscription type fee setup. So, I want to keep your ongoing costs to a minimum. And this plugin ticks all the boxes in terms of features and what it does. And it's just a one-off cost, and that one-off cost is $89. I'll put a link on the screen now so you can find this site. Also put a link in the description. It is an affiliate link, so thanks very much if you use it. If you've watched any of my other videos, you'll know that I only recommend products and services that I've used myself. So I use this plugin, and I think it's really good. So that's why I'm recommending it. If we scroll down, we can see that here are some of the features. So you can do a search and import to find the products on AliExpress. It's got some themes that are built in, although we're going to be using storefront. It's got pricing automation so that you can easily mark up prices. Auto updating keeps your product info fresh. It's got WooCommerce support, and it places orders automatically, as well as a whole host of other stuff. So yeah, come over here and click Buy Plugin. Ooh, and then click that button maybe. Yeah, you don't need the hosting. Just need to fill in your details and make the payment. So I've already done that. I've got this email here. So the plugin we want is the Woo plugin. So I'm going to click download Woo plugin. Download that to there. So that's done. It's downloaded a zip file onto my computer. And close that now. So I'm going to go back to my site. I'm already logged in still. I'm going to go to dashboard, plugins, and then add new. And then scroll down. We've got this big box at the top. So we'll come back to that in a second. So the kind of add new, the plugins bit has moved down a bit. But anyway, we want to go up the top anyway because we want this upload plugin. And then scroll down and then choose file. Find the right folder. There it is. Click open, then click install now. So that's done. Down here we've got this little bit of text that tells us what's happened. It's been installed successfully. So now we can click activate plugin. That's all done. So the AliDrophship is installed. So we can carry on now and set up our store. So I think the next thing we need to do is get rid of this big box because it's a bit annoying. So I'm going to untick the add example products. I'm going to leave that tick so that it does create a nice home page for us. Let's click let's go. So we're now in the customizer. It will take you for a little tour if you want. I'm going to click no thanks. I'll skip the tour for now. And it's created this nice homepage for us, which we'll come back and edit in a bit. But I'm just going to click publish for now. That's done. And I click this little cross. So it says our setup is complete. Let's go and have a look at the site. Here we go. So we've got this very simple homepage. But what we'll do is we're going to add a nice image and we'll add some products and stuff once we've added them. So I think that'll be a good thing to do next. Now we've got our AliDrophship plugin installed. What we'll do is we'll bring in some products from Aliexpress and mark up the prices and all that kind of thing. We'll check out the shipping as well and get all that configured. And then once we've got a few products on and everything set up, we can then kind of finish off the look and feel of the site. So let's get some car products, not just normal car products. In fact, let's get some hot car products from Aliexpress and get them added to the site. So let's go back into dashboard. The first thing we need to do is register the plugin that we just installed, the AliDrophship one. So let's go down here. You see it's added a new thing at the bottom of our admin area. We can see that it's asking for our license key. We can find it in the email, the order confirmation email that you would have got when you purchased the plugin. So here's mine. I'll probably blur it out just so that it can't be nicked. However, I think you can only use it on one site anyway. Let's paste that in, click activate. It says license code is valid. Please go to dashboard. Okay. Dashboard. And let's go back into AliDrophship. It says, okay, to start searching and adding products to your store, please install the AliDrophship extension. So you're going to need the Google Chrome browser if you haven't got it already in order to use this extension. Chrome is a free browser available for PC and Mac. So here it is. I'm going to click add to Chrome, add extension. It's added this nice little button thing up here. So that means that we can now easily add stuff from AliExpress. So let's head over to AliExpress, aliexpress.com. So here we are over at AliExpress. Now, if you've been here before, if you looked into this in terms of doing drop shipping or whatever, you'll know that there is a lot of products on here and it can be a little bit overwhelming to find the good stuff. So what I'm going to do, really just for the purpose of this demonstration, I'm not going to spend too long going through different products and trying to work out which ones are going to be the best one, that kind of stuff. Ooh, look at that. That looks like a cool product. It's just flashed up. Let's have a look at that. Road trip time. Oh, they're just kind of clocks for the car. Which, yeah, is fine. But most cars, I think, have clocks, don't they? Or is it just my car? Wow, look, a gold-plated Bitcoin car thing. No, actually, I'm not going to go in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down, and then you get this kind of thing come up down the side, and click on automobiles, and it kind of gives you a bit of an overview in terms of what's good or what's not. You've got some different categories here. I think what I'm going to start with is a dash cam because they're kind of cool. They're an in thing at the moment, dash cams. Then I'm looking for a product that has the e-packet, generally, because it makes the shipping and all that a bit easier. That's only got 3 days processing time. That's pretty good. 3 days. Let's go for this one. Looks okay. Yeah, this product looks good. It's 47 to 64. Free shipping. Estimated delivery time 20 to 40 days. That's fine. So I've got this message across the top from AliDrophship, which is our plugin. It says, start adding products to your store. Please open another browser tab with AliDrophship plugin importing section. Okay, so I'm going to go back to our site and I'm going to click on import products. Then if we go back to Aliexpress, this is now changed and it allows us to choose the site, which is hot car products, and also allows us to choose the category. And currently we don't have any categories. So let's set up a few categories. That'd be a good thing to do. Well, at least let's set up a dash cam category. So I'm going to go back to the website. You can also do an import here, which we may try later, but I think it's actually easier to use that Chrome extension and just do it straight from AliExpress. But we do need some categories, so let's just click main and then click on products. Well, actually hover on products, sorry, and then click on categories. And then I'm just going to... is dashcam? Dashcam is 2 word, I guess. Dashcams. New. There we go. And then let's go back into our AliDrophship. And we're back into import products, which is fine. So I'm just going to refresh this AliExpress page. Now we can select dashcams. Now you've got 2 options. You've got import or edit. If you click import, it will just bring it in as it is, and then you can mess around with it in WordPress. If you click edit, you can make some changes on the fly before you import. I'm just going to import for now. Just going to click import. And it's just doing it. See, it's uploading images. It says the image upload has been complete. So I'm guessing it's all done. Let's go back to our website and have a look. I click on main and then I'm going to click on products. And there it is, look. We click view, we can see what it looks like on our website. There it is. Now one thing you'll notice is that the prices, because I'm selling in pounds, it's just bought them in straight as they kind of are. So 47.69. This is a dollar price, but it's put it in as a pound price. I guess I could get around that if I changed the currency up here to pounds. Then it would import it as the pound price. I'm not too worried actually, because that kind of gives me a little bit of margin. But going forward, I'll leave it on pounds. So let's have a look what it's done. It's supporting the different options, so people can order it with DVR only, whatever. It shows us the number of in stock. We'll do a test order in a bit once we set up all our PayPal and whatnot. It's brought in the description and all the images and yeah, basically all that stuff. So you can decide whether you want to keep it as it is or rewrite it. I would rewrite it personally. I would make it your own rather than just taking exactly what there is on AliExpress. So if you wanted to make an edit, You go in and click Edit Product. And then you've got this text editor, and you can just simply start changing and typing away and adding images. You can add an image by clicking on Add Media. And it works very similar to Word or kind of similar word processors. So I'm not going to do that now because that's a little bit boring to watch. But yeah, you can just go through and change the products as you see fit. And I say I'd recommend that you do change them a little bit. I'll probably do a little bit of tidying up in a minute. Down the bottom, you've got your product data. And the only thing you're probably going to want to mess around with in here is the pricing. If you want to add a markup, that kind of thing, which I guess you do because you want to make some money, don't you? So if we go to variations, because it's a variable product, you know, it's got the different memory options, this product. We can expand it down. And there's our prices there, $59.84 that one is. $54.89 that one is. That one's $47.69. So you've got the regular price, you've got the sale price. So, you know, I can mark it up. I could put this at $54.99. Even though, to be fair, it is already marked up because it's turned the dollar price into pound prices, and the pound is worth a little bit more than a dollar. But for this example, I'll show you how to change the prices. Like that. And then when you finish, you click Publish. And if we click on this link, we can take a look at it. There we go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add just 3 or 4 more products using exactly the same techniques as I've just shown you, using the Chrome extension. I'm going to add a few more products just to kind of fill out the site so we've got an idea what it looks like with multiple products. And then we'll carry on working on the site, adjusting the layout, adding a logo, that kind of thing. Then, of course, we need to set up PayPal and the shipping and do a test order. So I finished adding some products. I've added 8 different products across a few different categories. We've got some heated seat things, got some dash cams, got a mat that stops your phone falling off your dashboard, this gadget thing and that gadget thing, and yeah, got a few products. And if we click through, we can take a look at them. I've not edited the descriptions or titles or anything yet, although, as I said, I would recommend that you do that. What I want to do is I want to remove this sidebar. I don't think when it comes to having a site like this that it needs a sidebar, because generally I think you're going to be seeing a lot of traffic from Facebook and places like that, so you just want them to look at the product and buy the product rather than getting distracted with the sidebar. So that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to remove that sidebar. It's going to need a little bit of custom code, I'm afraid, because with the free version of the storefront theme, which is what we're running, there's no option to turn it off, but I have got a little bit of code that we can add to get rid of it. Then we will do a test order and whatnot, and set up the shipping. And then I think we'll finish off by just styling up the site and getting it looking really nice. And of course, making sure that everything's secure and making sure our certificate and all that kind of stuff is working. So let's get on with it. So first things first, let's remove this sidebar. Now, to remove the sidebar, I've got a bit of code which I'm borrowing off someone's blog. The blog post is here. It's over at nicola.blog. Did a quick search, found it. So that's an easy thing to do. I will put this bit of code on WP Eagle 2. I can't put it in the YouTube comments, I'm afraid. I'm not allowed to post code. But I'll put it into the post over at WP Eagle. So I'm going to copy that to my clipboard, go back to the site. I'm going to then add a plugin so that we can add the code easily. So into plugins and add new. This, of course, is optional. If you want to keep the sidebar, you don't need to do this. The plugin we're going to use is Code Snippets. Saves messing around with, editing the theme files, that kind of stuff. So that's activated. And then we've got this new little snippets thing here. I'm going to go add new. give it a title, hide sidebar, paste that in, save and activate. Let's go and see what that's done. It's gone. Now we just need to make the page full width. So to do that, I need to add some custom CSS, which handily is here. I'm going to copy that. I'll put a link to that blog post as well in the description and on my blog, so you can find it. And I give credit to Nicola, who's kindly provided this code. So I've got that CSS. I'm going to add that into Appearance and Customize. Under Additional CSS. Paste that in and publish. Let's close that and take a look. There we go, nice and big. The next thing we need to do is set up our shipping and payment and checkout and all that kind of thing, so we can do a test order. So when I was editing the products, I was marking up the prices, which of course you will need to do. So you're going to take a look at how much stuff costs on AliExpress. So for example, if I look at this product, oh, where's it gone? There it is. It's £8 to £16, and I've got this on at £11 to £22. So just marked everything up a little bit. You can obviously decide how much you want to mark stuff up, how much you think you can get away with, and make so that it's still good value. But the other thing you need to be aware of is shipping. So this has got free shipping to the UK. And if I click on that little thing there, I can take a look at how much it costs to go to other places. Brazil is free. It's mostly free with the China post thing, which is going to take a little while. And obviously you need to kind of say on your website that stuff is going to take a little while to get wherever it is. Egypt's a bit more expensive. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to charge a flat rate for shipping, a couple of pounds to the main countries like the US and the UK and Europe and stuff like that. And then for everything else, I'll charge a little bit more to try and cover it. So let's set up our shipping. So I'm going to go back into the dashboard, go into WooCommerce and settings. Then if we go into shipping, so we've got UK set up here. It's got the flat rate. Let's take a look. I'm going to rename this to standard shipping. I'm going to add some more countries: North America, Europe, which in theory should include UK, but I'll leave it there anyway. And the kind of common countries where it's going to be free from AliExpress, all being well. Let's save that. Okay, then let's edit this flat rate. It's currently set to 10. I'm going to put that to 2 and save changes. Okay, so that's all done. Let's add another shipping zone. Let's go back to shipping zones. Add rest of world. So we're going to be including places like Africa, Russia, Australia. That should probably cover most places. India is another one, maybe. China. It's unlikely there'll be people ordering from China, but you never know. Let's add a shipping method, just a flat rate. Then we can edit that. I'm going to put that to $4.50. So there we go. That's our shipping set up. Let's have a look at the. Ooh. Is it saved? I think so. Save changes. I can't click that one, never mind. Maybe if I had one more country. Iceland. Let's save. Okay, so let's set up the payment. Let's go to checkout. It seems to think I haven't saved, but I have, so I'm going to click leave. Okay, so we've got a number of different payment methods. There's check payments, which is handy for doing tests, but I'm going to turn it off for now. Save changes. And then there's two types of PayPal. We've got PayPal Standard and we've got PayPal Express. For this example, I'm going to go for PayPal Standard, so I'm just going to remove the PayPal Express plugin. And the plugins are just confusing having two in there. PayPal Standard I find is a bit easier to set up. So let me just deactivate that one. It's under plugins. You can of course decide whichever one you want to use. But yeah, personally I think PayPal Standard is a bit easier. So that's gone. So let's go back into WooCommerce settings. Should only be one PayPal now. Oh, no, under checkout. PayPal. So let's tick that box. Let's enter my PayPal email address. I'm going to enable the PayPal sandbox so we can do some tests. And we'll get the other stuff here in a minute, the API bits and bobs. So let's click on this button here to go over to get our developer account. Now, I think I'm already signed up for this. Yeah, it looks like I am from previous projects. So you'll need to make sure that you sign up for a developer account. You can do it with your normal PayPal details. Let's go to the dashboard. Then under Sandbox here, we've got a number of options. If we go to accounts, I've already got some set up here actually. What you need to do is create a new account. You need to create two, a buyer account and a seller account. So these are just basically test accounts that we can play around with. I noticed that I've moved away from the website. Let me just open another tab and get back to the website. And close Aliexpress for now. Let's go back into WooCommerce settings and check out. I've always got loads of tabs on the go. Okay, so back into PayPal. So we're going to enable Sandbox. So you need to create two accounts. Once you've done that, you can then just kind of click on them, go to Profile, and you can get all the details and things that you need. Like that. Which is all very good. So, and this is our kind of personal one that we can use to do a test order, which we'll do in 2 seconds. So let's go back and just make sure everything's set up for a test transaction. We're going to need this merchant sandbox account thing. So let's just copy the email ID. Let's go back to our PayPal settings. Now, where I entered that email address earlier, my real email address, actually we need to enter the sandbox one. My mistake. Let's just paste that in like that. Also, let's just update this receiver email so that it matches. We'll set them all back to the live settings when we're ready to go live. So there we go, that's done. Let's go and do a test transaction right now. So I'm going to open yet another tab, head over to the site, go to the shop and add a product to the cart. This heated seat thing will be fine. Select a colour, add to cart. Let's view the cart. Oh, we've still got a sidebar. I think there's still a sidebar on the cart and the checkout and all that stuff, so we will remove that in a few moments once we've just got this test order working and all that. Let's proceed to checkout. Need to fill in this form. Mine's been auto-populated by my browser. And then we click proceed to PayPal. And here we go, it's doing something. Looks good. So now we need to log in, and we're going to log in not with a real PayPal account, but with one of our sandbox accounts. So let's go back here. And it's this personal one that we need, so let's just click on the profile to get the details. Just copy the email address. You probably even know these because you just set them up. So type in the password that you created a few moments ago when you were creating your sandbox accounts. Click log in. and then we should be good to go. Seems to be fine. Let's click return to merchant. The order's been received. There we go. So now if we go back into our dashboard, under WooCommerce, we've got a new order. Yippee! There it is. And we can click on the little eyeball to view it. And all looks good. So this is the order here, all the details, customer details and all that kind of stuff. So I guess now is a good time to show you how you would then process this order and all that kind of stuff. You'd obviously want to check that you've got the money. It tells you down here, IPM payment completed. That's all good. PayPal's got the money. So now we're ready to place our order on AliExpress and get the stuff ordered and get the merchant over there to send it straight to our customer. Now our Ali dropshipping plugin makes it quite easy. It's added this button up here so we can place order automatically. If we click that, here's the details. You've got an additional note which is filled in for you. You can edit it in the general settings of the plugin. Actually, it does need a little edit because it's got a little typo in it, but hey, never mind. we can change that in a second. It says to fulfill your order, you need to log into your Aliexpress account. Log in now. Let's click that. And let's just log in. There we go. I'm logged into Aliexpress. If I go back, I can click continue. Now the plugin is going to go off to Aliexpress and fill in all the forms and do all the stuff for me. And all I need to do is enter my payment details, making it nice and easy. So here we go. Doing some stuff. Okay, because I just put in some kind of bogus stuff into my checkout, it's not quite gone through properly. So you'd have to maybe possibly fill in a few things. What is this? England. There we go. City, whatever. Mobile, blah, blah, blah. It should be numbers, obviously. So ideally, if your customer has entered the correct address, you'll be fine. Doesn't like the postcode. Hang on. Let's just go AB12 to DE. Okay, then we can review our order here. So obviously this would be your customer's address. And then all you need to do is just confirm the payment and click confirm and pay. I'm not going to do it right now, obviously, because I don't want to get this stuff, that heated car seat, sent to some random address that's not real. But that's it, then you're done. So once you've done that, you can come back here, and if you click this get tracking button, what will happen is it will get the tracking details out of AliExpress 2 and send that off to the client and all that kind of stuff. So you're all done. And it's as easy as that. Then your order's fulfilled and you can, go and do something else. So test order's all good, all working. Now we can switch to our live PayPal. So I'm going to go into settings again. And I'm going to go back into checkout and PayPal. I'm going to turn off the sandbox. Going to put this to my real PayPal email address. And this one too. And then we're done. Let's click Save Changes. So that's PayPal all set up. So let's sort out that checkout page, which has got the sidebar. So to do that, we're going to go into Pages and All Pages. And it's these pages here. I'm going to do the cart first. I'm going to click Edit. I'm going to change the template to full width. Click Update. Back to all pages, and then the checkout, click edit, set that to full width too. then I think that's it. The cart and checkout is fine. So let's just go and check what that looks like. Let's go back to the site, back to the shop. We'll go for this car seat again. Let's view the cart. There we go, nice and full width, looks better. And let's check the checkout too. Much better. So we're really making some good progress. We've added some products. We've got PayPal working and checkouts working. And we know how to place an order on AliExpress really easily using the back end of our website. So I think we should crack on and make the site look a bit better. That would be a good thing to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is add a logo. Now I've created a logo myself. I went over to a site called Graphic River. I'll put a link up on the screen. It's an affiliate link. Thank you very much if you use it. It's part of the Envato group. So really good site. And over there, yeah, I just went and bought myself a logo template and then just edited it myself using Fireworks, but you could use Photoshop, whatever. So I've already got a logo to hand. If you haven't got a logo, of course, you can just leave the text as it is there. If you want to change this strapline, this is just another WordPress site. You'd go into the dashboard, settings and general, and you can change it here. Look, the best car products in the world. Wowee. But as I say, I've got a logo, so let's add that. I'm going to go to Customize. Then if we look at site identity, we've got this logo here. Let's click Select Logo. It says the suggested image dimensions are 470 by 110. So I don't know what size my logo actually is. Let me have a look. I've got one by 400 by 100. That sounds good. Let's go for that. There we go. Then just click select. Look at that logo, eh? It's asking me if I want to crop it. I don't want to crop it. Skip cropping. Click publish. Oh yeah, looking good. In fact, you can change that tagline in here. So I went around the long way a minute ago. But yeah, it's all in here. Never mind. You can also add a site icon if you like. That's the little thing that appears up here. So yeah, maybe that would be a good thing to do. Let me just create one quickly. I haven't got one to hand. I'm just going to copy my car like that. I'll fire up my graphics package. Create a new one. What size did it say you wanted? 512 by 512. So I'm going to create a new document, 512 by 512. Paste that in. Make it bigger. It'll probably be a little bit blurry, but doesn't really matter, I guess. Well, in fact, let's just make it like this big. And we'll make the background white of the whole thing. There we go. I'm sure that won't look too bad. Save it. Site icon. Okay, then we can go back and select the image that I've just done. There we go, you see it's changed that there. Well, maybe a little bit too small. But you get the idea. So that's our logo added. Next thing I'm going to do is just adjust this menu across the top. So to do that, I'm going to go into menus up here. Then click, give it a name, call it main menu. Create menu. Then let's add some stuff. Welcome, I think, is the home page. Let's add that. Then I'm going to change that to home. And then I'm going to add some product categories. So to do that, I need to go up to screen options and then product categories. Then we get a new section down here. I'm going to view all and I'm going to add these 3. And the final thing we need to do is just add it to the primary menu display location. Just click save. Let's go and take a look. There we go. And obviously we could add more categories as and when we add more products. Okay, there is one more step we need to do on the products. You'll notice that they're not appearing on the homepage, which they should do actually. Storefront, the theme we're using, tends to do that automatically for you. And what we need to do is actually make the products live. When you import them using the AliDrophship plugin, it adds them to an import list. So you can view them within the categories and whatnot. But they're not actually live, if that makes sense. So to do that, let's go into the dashboard, into products. It's quite handy actually, because when you've got existing products on, you can separate the new stuff from the current stuff. So you'll notice along here we can kind of sort our products by various different statuses. If we go to import list, they're all the ones that are waiting to kind of be made live, as it were. So there's 8 of them, and we can just kind of tick this box to select all of them and then go publish. And then if we go back to the site, homepage is starting to come together. It's added the best sellers, although we haven't sold any just yet, so it's making that up. Here's the new in, and then we've got our categories. So we need to add some images to our categories so they look better. So let's do that now. So let's go into the dashboard, then into products and categories. Then we just need to go in and edit each one. So I'm just going to click edit for dashcams. I've already got some images on my computer that I'm going to use. So let's go to the thumbnail and click upload, add image, then upload files, and then select files so we can find something, find the image that we want on our computer. If I can find the right folder, it's in here. So this is the dash cams. I've got a picture of a dash cam. You can obviously use just a random product image or find something online, but obviously be careful that you're not using a copyrighted photo. That's the dash cams. Let's go back and do the gadgets. Again, upload file. There we go, update. The final one is the seat covers. There we go, let's kind of have a look at the site. There's our nice pictures, so that's looking good. I think the next thing we should do is add a nice image on this top area here. I mean, it's fine, white, but you know, I think a nice picture of a car or something would kind of bring the site alive a little bit more. So we'll do that. We'll do that next. I've got an image that I've got. I downloaded it from was it iStock Photo or Shutterstock or something like that. It's just a stock image of a car. I'm going to download a plugin so we get a nice parallax effect on the image. So let's add that plugin first. I'm going to go to the dashboard. So let's go into plugins. So for those of you that don't know what a parallax is, it's basically a really nice effect that you can put on images, and it kind of looks like they're sort of floating. I'm sure you've seen it. You see it on a lot of phones and stuff nowadays. So I'm just going to do a search here for parallax scroll, I think it's called. Yeah, this one here by Adam Robb. So let's click install and then activate. So that's activated. It's added this new section to the admin area. So I've clicked on that. We need to add a new parallax scroll. Let's call it homepage. Let's set an image. So I've got an image already that I got from a stock photography site. Shutterstock to be precise. It's just a picture of a car. A cool looking car like that. Then let's add a bit of text. The text I'm going to add is the hottest products for your car. I'm just going to switch to the visual editor for a second. I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to make it centered. I'm going to make it a heading 1. Then I'm going to add another line, and I'm going to put hand-picked from Amazon just for you. Hello, it's Alex here. A quick interjection. I've got no idea why I typed hand-picked from Amazon. Obviously, the products are not from Amazon. I think it's because obviously I've made lots and lots of affiliate websites, especially Amazon affiliate websites. And I'm just getting the habit of putting that line on every site that I've done. So, yeah, although I put that in, it makes no sense. Obviously, the products are from Aliexpress, not from Amazon. So just ignore my stupidity there. I thought I'd better let you know. I only just noticed it while I'm doing the edit. But hey, well done for getting this far, by the way. Let's carry on. And again, I'm going to center it. I'm going to make that a H3. Let's go H3. And then I'm going to highlight the whole thing. And I'm going to make it a different color. I'm going to make it white. I think it will show up better on this image, but we'll see. We'll see. It might not. We'll have a look. So I'm just going to go to text color, and then white. Now we can't see it, but it's still there. Down here we need to set a height. Now the height of my image, let me just have a look. I've got it here. It's 1125, which is a bit too high. So I'm just going to put something like 400 in here. And vertical position, or sorry, the horizontal position, I want it centered. I want that middled. I'll tick full width, but I'm not sure that's going to do much. Let's see what that looks like. Let's click publish. Okay, and then if we go back to the parallax scroll, we've got this short code. We need to copy that to clipboard. Let's go back to the home page. And click edit this section. I'm going to switch to the text editor. I'm going to paste the short code in. I'll leave that bit of text for now. We'll see what that looks like. Might need to go. Let's take a look. Okay, that's not looking too bad. You can sort of read it. I'm wondering if I don't know, maybe move it down or add a bit of shadow or something. We'll be able to see it a bit better. You can see the parallax effect is nice though. So we need to get rid of this homepage title thing. Lose the welcome. So I'm wondering maybe if I just move that down a bit more, I might be able to see it. So let's go back in and adjust all those things. Back into the homepage, click edit. So what I'm going to do to move the text down a bit, I'm just going to add a kind of empty H1 or like that. In fact, you could just add a break tag, which looks like this. Add a bit of space. Scroll down for the header style. I don't want it to show at all, so I'm going to put display none like that. Let's see if that has made any difference. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open a new tab just so that we can switch between the two a bit quicker. That's not looking too bad. I'm kind of wishing I'd bought a darker image now because the sun is kind of making it hard to see that. So if I add a little bit of shadow to this text, that would help. So to do that, I'm going to need to do some custom CSS. I'll put all the code and everything that you need on a blog post on wpeagle.com, so you can just copy and paste it. So I'm just going to create that bit of code. So don't worry about doing this bit. You can just copy and paste it. So the class is Adam, Rob, parallax post content, text shadow, it needs to be black, one pix, makes it a little bit easier to read. What do you think? Don't want too much shadow, do we? That's not too bad. I'm going to go for that. Okay, let me just copy that. And then I'm going to go back into the dashboard. I'm going to go to Appearance and Customize. So say I will put this bit of code on wpeagle.com. Check in the description for a link. And then all you need to do is go and copy it and then paste it into here, which is under Customizing and Additional CSS. I'm also going to do another one for the H3. Like that. Looking good. I also want to lose this welcome, so I can do that with a bit of custom CSS. So set that to display none. Like that. And obviously I just want that on the home page. So let's do that by adding home to that. There we go. Copy, paste. So that's all done. I think the parallax is all done. I just want to make an adjustment now to the home page. Let's just go back. I'm going to close this other tab before we get too many tabs. It's all looking good. Maybe add a little space, I think, between the parallax and that text. So I'm just going to add that with another break tag, which is that. You might want to obviously add a bit more blurb, fill it out a little bit. Let's have a look. There we go. I think that's the home page pretty much done. I'm happy with that. What we'll do now is we'll add some stuff to this footer. We've only got a few more jobs that we need to do. I'll add some stuff to the footer, as I say. We'll do a little bit of optimization in terms of SEO. Not a great deal. I will cover that in some future videos. But I want to, for example, just tidy up these URLs. I want to get rid of that index.php. It's a bit of a mess. We'll also make sure that the site is secure. We'll add an SSL certificate and make sure that it's running over HTTPS. And then I guess we'll finish off just by adding Google Analytics. And then I think we've got our site up and running. So let's do the footer now. So the footer is basically made up of WordPress widgets, and a widget can be a lot of different things. In fact, there's loads of widgets available. Let me just show you. So there's widgets up here. You can also find them under Appearance and Widgets. And you tend to find widgets in the sidebar, although I've obviously removed the sidebar, so we're not going to be using that. But you can also use widgets in the footer, and we've got these 4 columns here where we can kind of just drag some stuff from over here into those areas. So let's get some text. So as you can see, there's all sorts of different widgets for all sorts of different things. I'll call this About Us, and then I'll just put a little bit of blurb. In here, you'd probably want to put a disclaimer saying that you're a dropshipper or whatever, a little bit about you. We source the best products for cars from around the world. Spell it right. Due to popular demand, please be aware shipping can sometimes take a few weeks. I don't know, something like that. Just a little bit of blurb about what you're up to, that kind of thing. So that's column 1. And if we just have a look at the site now, there it is. It's kind of filling the whole space because we've only added one. If we add another one, so maybe to column 2, we might want to add, what have we got here? Some product categories. Browse products. There we go. Now let's have a look. Now we've got our categories looking good. So let's have a look what other widgets we've got. So you might want to add maybe another product type widget. Something like products by rating. Top rated products, you maybe set that to 2. So you don't have to add 4, you can have 3 or 2 or whatever, depends how many you want. So now we've got 3 columns, let's have a look. Yeah, that's not too bad, although it's kind of pushed it down. I think maybe that'd be better as 1. Let's change it to hot right now. There we go. Now, another thing you probably want to add is your standard kind of pages, your about us, your privacy policy, your terms and conditions. It's always a good idea, especially if you're going to be an e-commerce dropshipping type site. So to add those, first we need to create some pages. Let me just go to back to dashboard, and then I'm going to go to pages and then add new. About us. I'm not going to add any content right now, so you can do that whenever you get around to it. Just type it in here. I'll tell you what, I'll add one little bit. Ooh, let's switch to the visual editor, it's easier. Welcome to Hot Car Products. Yeah, I'm not going to add a load of text now. I haven't got the text to hand, and I don't want to just waste time typing it in while you're watching. Set that as a H2. Let's see what that looks like. It's just a standard page. Then obviously you'd add some blurb. This is still showing a sidebar. If you don't want it to show a sidebar, we go back into edit page. Change the template to full width. Of course, if you do want it to show a sidebar, that's fine too, and you can just adjust those widgets in widgets where we just were. There we go, I've got rid of that sidebar. So let's create another couple of pages that would be useful. Now, if you want a privacy policy, you can generally find one on Google. If you go to Google and do a search for general privacy policy, you've got a free privacy policy generator, free sample website privacy policy. Let's go for the PDF. Oh, it wants me to install something. I'm not going for that. Let's go for this one. There we go. So you just get something like this, and then you just go in and fill in the blanks. That kind of thing, you know. Last updated. Get rid of that. My company. Let's change it to Hot Car Products. Put the domain name in there. Like that. Hang on, that's not right. I want to remove this. Paste that. There we go. Get rid of that. There we go. Probably want to add a bit more formatting. That's a bit of a lump, but never mind. Let's add one more. About us. Well, we've done the about us, haven't I? Let's go for terms and conditions. You might want to add an FAQ, you know, all sorts of things. They're all just standard pages. I'm going to set that to full width as well. Should have set the privacy policy, but never mind. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add these to a menu. So we're going to go back into Appearance and Menus. I'm going to add them to a new menu. This is going to be for the footer. Let's call it Footer Menu. I think that's a good name for a menu that's going to be in a footer. Then I'm going to tick on these pages to add them. There we go. I'll put the About Us first, and like that. So I'm also going to add this menu to the secondary menu just so you can see where it is, give you an idea. And then we'll also add it to the widget. So let's go to widgets again. We'll have it in footer column 4. And then what I want is the menu widget. There we go. It's navigation menu it's called. There we go. I can select that one I just created, the footer menu. Call it Find Out More. And save. Let's go and take a look. Let me close these other tabs. Keep things tidy. There it is. And then up the top is across here too. That's the secondary menu. So that's all done. Now I mentioned I was going to tidy up the URLs for the sake of SEO. I'm not going to do any other SEO in this video. I'm going to save it for another video because it's a topic in itself, to be fair. And you may not be doing any SEO. Dropshipping sites tend to work quite well using paid advertising, providing you can get the ratios right and spend less than what you make, and you can make a profit. But I still want to tidy up the URLs because they've got this index.php in which looks a bit messy. So to adjust that, we need to go into Settings and Permalinks. And I'm going to change it to post name, but then I'm also going to add an extra a little bit, which is category. So I'm just going to click category here. So there we go. It's slash category with some percentages slash post name with some percentage signs. We can save those changes. And then if I go back here and refresh, it's gone. That looks better, doesn't it? So let's do some SSL, and then we'll add Google Analytics, and then I'll leave you. And hopefully you've got your site all set up. And as I say, there will be some videos in the future where we do some more things to the site. So because we've got a business package with HostGator, it means we've got an SSL certificate. It comes included with it. You do need to get it installed by HostGator. So let me just show you how to do that. You're going to need that email that you received in the beginning. So let me fire up my email and I'll show you that. So here's my account info email. Hopefully you've still got yours somewhere nice and safe. You basically need to log it into the billing system area, which is the first link. And then once you've logged into there, if you go to hosting, select the right website if you've got more than one, like me. And then if you click on SSL certificates, now mine has already got one installed. The reason for that is because I went through this process earlier. I should have probably recorded it. But basically you'll see a screen and it says, do you want the basic certificate? It'll have a button that says free on it. Click that. I think you need to fill in a couple of bits on a form, just your company name or your name, that kind of thing, who you want the certificate to be made out to, as it were. And then click and it will order it and it will take you through to this screen. And then you're ready to go. Mine currently says pending, and it's only because I just went through the wizard just a few moments ago, so it's going to take a little while just to get live. So let's just give it a bit of time, and then we'll be ready to set it up. Okay, it's gone green. It didn't take very long, just like 20 minutes or something like that. So now my SSL certificate is installed. If we go back to the site and close all this stuff now, if we go to the site, we can now access it over HTTPS. Just like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to install a plugin so that it forces it to be SSL all the time. I don't want people viewing a non-SSL site. I'm going to have to log in again now because I'm over a secure connection. So I'm going to go to plugins and go to add new. I do a search for SSL. And we'll go for the really simple SSL. I like to keep things simple. Click activate. And click go ahead. Activate SSL. So now let's visit the site. It's secure, and it won't let me if I try and take that S off. It'll put me straight back through to the HTTPS, which is good. So when someone goes to checkout, let's just double check the checkout is all good. Add to cart, view cart. We're still secure. Proceed to checkout. Checkout's nice and secure. There's no errors or anything like that. So that's the SSL done. So the final thing for now, as I say, there are going to be some more videos coming with other stuff, but for now we'll just add our Google Analytics. So what you're going to want to do, let me open a new tab, is head over to Google Analytics, which you'll find just by doing Google. It's that site there. If you're not already signed up, sign up, create a profile. I'll show you how to create a profile now. So here we are. This is what it looks like when you're creating a new account. Let's call it Hot Car Products. Must try and type better. Website name is Hot Car Products. The URL is, let me just double check, has it got www? No, it doesn't. Just copy that. I'm lazy. And it's HTTPS because we've added our certificate. Industry category, let's go with automotive. Set that down, and got some tick boxes and stuff. Let's click get tracking ID and I accept on those terms. And now we're ready to go. It's given us our code and all that kind of stuff, but we don't actually need that because if we go back to our site and log in, remember we got that Google Analytics plugin from earlier, this message here, we give that a click. Then click authenticate with your Google account, click next. Click to get a code. It's going to pop that up. Then you need to sign in with your Google stuff. Click allow. Get this code. Copy it into your clipboard. Paste it into this box. And then we select the profile we want. I've got loads, so I'm just going to do a search. Hot Car Products. There it is. Click next. So that's all done. We'll be getting some tracking stuff coming through to our Google Analytics account soon. It will show us how many people are coming to the site and all that kind of interesting stuff. So I'm going to wrap this video up now. I think we've got as far as we can go in this video. The site's up and running. It's ready to go. As I say, I'm going to be doing some more videos really soon around SEO and other stuff like that. I hope you made it this far. Well done if you have. I hope your site's looking good. If you've got any questions or comments, do leave them below. But, well, that's it. Well done! You made it to the end of the video. I hope you managed to get a website up and running that you're happy with. I'd love to see it, so do post your links in the comments below. Share your new website. Let me go and take a look. And, yeah, I'd love to see your work. If you're not already subscribed, then do click on the eagle up there and click the little bell to be notified when I upload. It tends to be every week. Here is another video chosen especially for you. If you want to watch some more videos, then yeah, do check that out. And here is my other channel. It's my vlog channel, all about business and life and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, go take a look. Until next time, bye for now.